Okay, what's up, guys? Peep Bart in the corner. Okay, let's start the show. Cue my music now. Whoa. It's always so hard to place you guys in this little setup that I got here. It's not really a setup, but I make it work. Among many other things here, but talking about work, that's what we're going to talk about today. Okay, so stay tuned, you guys. How to navigate a toxic work environment. Here are my tips. Okay. Originally I was gonna plan something else for you guys, but I had a very rough week today. Okay. Very bad, and it was just the worst. Okay, so I'm like, freak that, we're gonna do tips for you guys because I want you guys to know how to navigate these things, because I feel it's important. So where do I even begin? I guess let's begin with the situation at hand. Okay. Okay, so we're going back a few months. So back like around in October, I had this project due. Okay, essentially I'm gonna try to keep this as vague as possible, give them they them pronouns so it can be anonymous and I won't get in trouble. Okay, so back in December, I had this assignment due, and essentially before I even started, I asked my boss what it is that this project entailed, meaning like the amounts that I needed to come up with, and essentially all of that. And yeah, so I anticipated it because I know it's due around this time, so I started doing it as I always do. I'm a very good worker. I anticipate everything, and I'm on top of everything. I'm not just sitting around doing anything, but I'm pretty sure that's what they think of me. But that's besides the point. Anyways, they told me everything that was expected, supposedly, so I submitted it. Okay, they accepted it. I didn't think much of it back in December before our winter break. Okay, so essentially 2 months go by, which fathoms me. You'd think questions would arise that day of, or at least a week, not 2 months after the fact that I submitted everything. And they come in and tell me to please change all the amounts. So I'm like, okay, I didn't really think much of it. So I changed all the amounts to a new set of rules that they made up, So I was like, okay, whatever. And then I submitted that. But then another question arose, and they told me to fix it again, meaning to add everyone, even if it's a 0. So yeah, I did it again, and I didn't think much of it. Okay, and this was the last time. When I did it this time, it was very difficult because I needed to get spreadsheets of every single participant, and that took forever. That wasted a lot of time, and I'm a very efficient person, I believe, and I like to work smart, not hard. And that was very hard to do, and I submitted it, whatever, didn't think much of it, whatever. But then they call me again, and this time I'm just like, what is wrong? Okay, and they tell me that they want it alphabetized, and I'm just like, I'm like, okay. I told them, listen up. Like, okay, moving forward, can you please be specific and tell me what it is you want me to do? Because I cannot be wasting all this time going back and forth. I'm wasting time. They're wasting time calling me. I mean, like, essentially the project was done. They just wanted to be very nitpicky and micromanage every single thing, like, you should have told me if you wanted it in pink, if you wanted it in cursive, like come on now, like, that's not hard. Like, for real, like, if you wanted it scented, like, I would have scented it for you, but tell me all that up front so I know what to expect. But this going back and forth, I mean, that's not smart. Like, hello, we're wasting time that we could be doing other things. And that's essentially what I told them. And yeah, I feel like I'm allowed to give constructive criticism, I feel, as a worker, to my boss. because it just only shows that I'm trying to work the best way possible. You know, if they could do it, I could do it back. You know, this isn't like a one-way streak thing, you know? And I felt they got very defensive. They started asking me more things like, why don't I want to do it? They took it as I don't want to do it. And I stopped them right there and be like, I never said I'm not going to do it. Like, you're going to have it. Like, chill. I'm just saying, like, listen to me, you know, like, come on. And they were just saying, like, aren't you on the clock? And that just got me mad because, like, you're not gonna make me feel like I'm the bad person and I'm not doing my job correctly, because I take pride in everything I do. And everything I submit and do and create, everything is done intentionally and with a purpose. And if they're gonna tell me that I'm not doing something right, no. My work is reflective on you as well, because you're the one who did not give me specific instructions, and you did not give me a specific expectations of what was expected. You know, so if you leave me wondering what to do, that's just a reflection of your poor management skills, which I criticize, and I'm allowed to do that, I believe, because I'm working for you, you know. And yes, I'm on the clock, but no, I'm not your little bitch, okay? So I'm not gonna be doing everything you tell me to do when I already did it, you know. That's how I feel, you know. So yeah, that was the story. You know, I need a vent, you guys. Sorry, you know, you guys know I like to share a lot of things with you guys, okay? So yes, let's take a break and do the fit check before I give you my tips on what to do in this situation, or in the situation that you might, if you find yourself in a toxic situation. I feel this will work for you too as well. So for today's fit, I have this like cool mock neck sweatshirt from Diesel. You know, Diesel is my favorite. I'm the Diesel ambassador. If you don't know, I'm kidding, but they really should be paying me for this, because I always be repping them. I have my Diesel black and gold jeans. If you know, you know. I mean, they don't make these anymore, so you probably don't know. But they're so cool. They're patched work. I'm all black moments. I'm gonna go to work soon. This is my other job. I have 2 jobs now, but I was thinking of wearing this because it's very cold in Los Angeles for some reason. Yeah, this is such a cool look. But yeah, I'm gonna wear this. I'm the cool person in my workspace. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, anyways. Okay, so rule number 1, I feel it's always important to always speak up for yourself. If you feel you're being mistreated, I feel the workspace is it's a safe space. You know, you're not going to get fired for speaking up for yourself. I mean, don't go off and be very rude to the person, but say things respectfully, I feel like, and let them know that this isn't working. You know, that's important, because they should accommodate you the way that you accommodate for them. I feel like, for me, I see it as a 2-way street. Like, it can't be one way. Like, you have to give in order for me to give back, you know? So I feel like always speak up for yourself. Always. I feel that's very important. I feel that's something that's taken me a lot of time to learn. But I feel very proud of myself for finally standing up for myself in the workspace, because people really take advantage of you. They really do. But that's besides the point. But I guess rule number 2 would be, don't get emotional. Don't get attached to like these jobs, because it's just a job at the end of the day, you know? It's not the end of the world, you know? The job is not a reflection of you as a person or what you do. I mean, you just go in there, get paid, and when you're out, you know? So like, I feel like that's like rule 2 and 3. I feel like rule number 3 is just like, create that separation between the workspace and your like life, you know? Like, the people in this workspace are not your friends, you know? They might act like your friends, but at the end of the day, they're not your friends. You just work with people, and at the end of the day, you go out and you do your own things with your other friends. I mean, like, there might be exceptions, like maybe 1 or 2 people that are actual friends, but like, at the end of the day, none of these people matter, because they're not your friends. You're just working with them. And you have to learn to work with people, you know? That's the end of the line. I mean, you may not like these people, but at the end of the day, I guess, if you want to like the projects to succeed, you have to learn to work with people. And I feel having that distinction is very important, I feel, because yeah, I feel like if you create attachments to your work, I feel that is very problematic. And then you become not problematic, but you become attached to your job. And then you start feeling comfortable and like getting scared of losing something, you know? But at the end of the day, it's just a job, you know? You can find many more jobs, I feel like. But yeah, I feel like rule number 4 would be for me is to stop saying yes to everything at work. Because when you start saying yes to everything at work, me with the thing, okay, what am I doing? But when you start saying yes to everything at work, I feel like you start a chain reaction that you can't really stop, because they're going to see you as, oh yeah, he could do anything. And yes, maybe you do want to appear as like a person who strives to do the best they can at work. But at the same time, you have to set those boundaries that I'm saying, because you have to set those boundaries because it's important, I feel. And because they will begin to start overworking you. They will give you more things to do. And I feel that's not a bad thing. But at the same time, you got to learn to value your work and learn to see and engage and see how, like, if they're paying me this much, like, talk to other people, like, how much are you getting paid? Because money is money, you know, like, if they're getting paid less or they're paying more to do less and you're doing more and getting paid a significantly lower amount, you mean that's not right, you know, like, because they're getting paid to do less, you know, like, hello, that doesn't make any sense to me. So really, like, learn to say no and learn to stand up for yourself, because they will take advantage of you and they will make you do more than what is expected of you. And that's not right, because at the end of the day, if they're doing that, that should come with more benefits and more money. But if those two things aren't coming in, then you should not be doing it. You know, you should not be doing it. That's just my opinion. And I just speak from experience, because, yeah, I've had this job for a while and I'm more than ready, I feel, to leave, because I feel like I'm just so over it. So over it. Because at the end of the day, you know, it's about you. You know, a job is supposed to fund your goals and your wishes and your dreams. A job is not supposed to be a happy place. And when I say that, I mean, like, if you're doing a job that's not your career, then it shouldn't matter. You know, like, this job or jobs that I'm doing is not my end goal, because I don't see myself doing this long term. So it doesn't matter to me, you know. But at the same time, I am prideful of the work that I give, you know. And when they start questioning me and blaming me for lack of management that's on their part, that's not right. And I will stand up for that, because that's not right. And people just need to, like, take accountability, you know. You can't be blaming your misfortunes on other people when you're the one to blame, okay? And that's all for today's video. I hope these tips are helpful for you guys. Remember to stand up for yourselves. Stand up for yourselves, because it's not right. They will take advantage of you. They will. But yeah, I hope that video was helpful. I'm excited for this upcoming week, because it's Diesel week. I will be giving you guys a full review of the Diesel fashion show. I think it's fall winter 2023, if I'm not mistaken. It's coming up this week. I'm excited to review, and I have not bought anything in a while yet, but I am going shopping soon, so stay tuned. Diesel haul videos are coming. I know you guys love those videos, so yeah. I will be buying clothes soon. I just haven't had a time, you know. I'm working 2 jobs now, okay? So this is very, like, I'm very stressful now. But yeah, good things are coming. Diesel news coming, and yeah. Okay. I'll see you guys next week with another video. I hope these tips are helpful. Stand up for yourselves, okay? I really do mean that, okay? Yeah, LOSERBOY said so, okay? So, okay. Bye, guys. See you in the next video, okay? Bye. I don't know what that was.